took the TH350 out. I'm going to clean it up. In the process of cleaning it up, it's pretty dirty. You see all the grime and grit. So I got my brushes over here. I got my drill. I got all my brushes I'm gonna use. I'm gonna clean it up and then see exactly what I can do as far as getting some spray paint on it and everything. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I've completed the transmission. As you can see. Next, I got the drive shaft. See how it looks. Alright, I'm gonna clean it up. Got some simple green right there and some wash and get it done. I'm in the process of painting. This is pre-paint. I have some Rust-Oleum primer, red. I'm gonna coat it with that first. And after I coat it, you can see my cleaning came out pretty good. So I'm gonna coat it with that primer first, and then after I coat it with that primer, I'm gonna spray it. So, all right, this is after my first coat of red. You see it's coming out pretty good. I'm gonna do one more coat of red, do a second coat, and let's see how it comes out. The paint came out well, as you can see. I'm gonna replace both seals on both ends. So I'm gonna replace this rear seal, and then I'm gonna replace the inside seal. So this is where I think it's leaking from. So I'm gonna replace that seal. This is a newly rebuilt transmission, but you know that seal could have went bad. You never know. They could have used old seals. You don't know what kind of work people do. So I'm gonna replace that seal. And then I'm going to replace the transmission pan gasket. I got my gasket right there. I still had one that was laying around. This came in a rebuild kit. I think I'm gonna replace the governor gear also. And then I got my new seals right here. This is my seal for that rear back there. And then I got a larger seal for the front side right there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I got the old seal out on the rear. You see it looks pretty good actually. But I'm gonna replace it anyway. Replacing all the seals, and I'm gonna replace it with this new one. And you can see it's pretty much the same. I got a thicker plastic area, but it's the same seal. So I'm gonna place that on, hammer it in, and then on to the next step. All right, I got RTV. I put a little bit of just put a little bit of sealer, this ultra black Permatex around the edge of it, just so I can make sure it's sealed, because that's a hard area to get to when you can't recheck. So I just put a little bit around the edge of it. I'm gonna tap it in and then See how it goes from there. Hopefully the leak stops. Place it right there. It's gonna take both hands for me to complete this task. So I'm gonna place it right there, and I'm gonna hammer it down, and then hopefully that helps me with my seals and that completes my seal. So we'll see how it goes. Got the new seal in. Got it tapped in all the way around. Next, I'm pretty much good to go as far as reinstalling. I'm gonna replace this. I'm gonna check out this bushing right there, see if there's anything I can do about that, and then go from there. Completing pulling off the transmission pan, cleaning it up here. Still got my gasket scraper. I'm just trying to scrape the gasket off. After I scrape the gasket off, I'm gonna probably sand it down a little bit and tap those holes real good, just to make sure it's not any debris in them. And then I'm going to have my bolts lined up here. I always try to put, especially with transmission pans, try to put the same bolt in the same hole that you got it out of, because transmissions are real finicky when it comes to what bolt goes into what hole. So I got it kind of mapped out right here, the same as the transmission pan. So when I go back and put my bolts in, they'll go right back in the same hole. I'm going to finish scraping with my scraper. Then after that, I'm gonna prep it and everything and get it back on. All right. Got my old filter off right here. This is the new one. Seems like it might be a little better quality one. It said made in the USA. It has front labeled on it, so that's a big help. I always put a little black RTV on it. You don't have to do that, you know. The requirement is just to use the paper gasket, but I do that just because I done been through a lot with transmissions. I'm gonna place that on there. I put a little Loctite on my bolts, and then go from there. All right, I got my transmission pan back on. These are my bolts. I'm gonna put some Loctite on the end of the threads, and we have to torque them down to 12 inch-pounds. So I'm gonna torque them down to 12 inch-pounds, and then not 12 inch-pounds, but 12 foot-pounds. 12 foot-pounds, and then I'm gonna go from there. Got the transmission pan back on. I'm gonna place RTV all around it. Just trying to get the seal real good. I have a problem with this transmission sealing. I also had to recoil that bolt right there. I had this recoil kit. So if you ever work on transmission pans, grab one of these. Had to rethread that one. Both of these inside ones did the same thing. So it's something about, that's the thinnest part of that transmission pan. So that can be a problem sometimes. Next, this mount right here, I'm gonna take off this mount and try to see if I can put this other mount on. So I got this mount off my TKO. This from Energy Suspension. I got this off the TKO. I'm gonna try to use this one instead, you know. Look like it matches up pretty good. I'm gonna test it out and see what happens. So we'll see how it goes. All right, the governor gear, I installed a new governor gear in it. This is the old one. I'm gonna keep it because I think it's good, but I'm not gonna I'm gonna just throw it away. Just being a little safe, a little more safe than sorry. Just replace it anyway, and then see how it goes. So hopefully everything runs smooth. On to the next step. All right, today will be the day I will be putting the TH350 in the El Camino. I'm gonna get it under there and see if I can load it up. So we'll see how it goes. I decided to paint the drive shaft. See how it looks. I sanded it down, prepped it and everything like that. Put a little tape on the ends. Same with the yoke. I'm gonna spray those down. And go on to the next point. So I'm gonna prime it first, then paint it. So my primer is, this is what I'll be using. This is an old can. This is Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Flat Red Primer. So I'll be using that for my first coat. It's pretty good. It has a red undertone, but it works good. So I'm gonna use that and go on to the next step. Working on the drive line. You can see it's painted. It's black. I got a couple spots I'm gonna touch up, but for the most part, it came out pretty good. Same with the yoke. The yoke came out pretty good. I have these Spicer gears. I'm gonna go ahead and replace both. Only one side was bad. I'm gonna go ahead and replace both sides of them. So trying to wedge those in, and then proceed on to the next step. Got the transmission back in, as you can see. I got a TH350 back in. Looks good. Dented up the pan a little bit, but other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna down jacket and address my rear end issues and go from there.